Hello students, today I will discuss equation of motion. Discuss this, I have taken the equation of a particle v square is equal to 2ax plus b, and here you have to show that the acceleration is constant. This discussion of this sum is under the series I have started, that is the application of calculus in physics. So this is another concept. This sum is very small, but this concept is very often used in both JEE Main, Advanced, and also in NEET. So generally we know that if we differentiate displacement with respect to time, then it is velocity, and if we differentiate again velocity with respect to time, it is acceleration. But here the equation is something different. So if you are not very strong in differentiation, then you will be in dilemma that one side there is v, another side there is x. So there is no function of t. How can I find dv dt? So you will do dv dt this side, dx dt this side, then dx dt will be turned into v, then that side will be dv dt acceleration, then again you will put that in place of dx dt v from that side here, so it will be a complicated sum. So in this case what we do, there is a formula is like this. Suppose dy dx, suppose here I am writing dy dx. Now dy dx in terms of another variable can be represented as dy say dt into dt dx. Okay, don't think that dt cancel dy dx. dt cancel, it is dy by dx, not that. It is the formula of differentiation. You can say delta y by delta t into delta t by delta x, that is okay. But under limiting condition, that will be gradually transformed into this formula. So this is a formula. Dy dx is equal to dy dt. Dy, we will not say dy by dt. We can say dx by, we can say delta y by delta t by delta x, but we cannot say dy by dt, dt by dx. Because dy dt is the differentiation of y with respect to t, and dt dx is the differentiation of t with respect to x. So under limiting condition, delta will be transformed into d, means ddt of y, in this way. Okay, differential one, and we are getting this formula dy dx is equal to dy dt into dt dx. Similarly, if I write say anything, means dA dx, I can write say dA dx. So if I take variable, it is better. Say suppose dt dx, I can write dt dx into dt say dy, another variable dy, and dy by dy dt dx, like this. So dt dx, dt by dx, but we don't say dt dx, dt by dx, we say dt dx is equal to dt dy into dy dx. That means dx of t is equal to ddy of t into ddx of y. So that is the formula. Means for simplicity you can see dt in this way, it is repeated, dy dx. You can remember like. Now acceleration is dv dt, we can write dv dx into dx dt. So dx, if I block dx, it will be dv dt. So dx dt, what is dx dt? Rate of change of displacement with respect to time. So it is v. So v dv dx. So what is acceleration? Acceleration is dv dt also, d2x dt2 also, and v dv dx also. So I am writing the formula for acceleration here. Acceleration is dv dt, rate of change of velocity, double differentiation of displacement, that is d2 dt2 of x, two times differentiation of the displacement. Obviously, one time if you differentiate it will be velocity, another time if you differentiate it will be acceleration. And also it can be represented as v dv dx. So this one we have applied here. A is equal to v dv dx. See, v square is equal to 2ax plus b. This is the sum. When I am differentiating, so 2 will come in front and the power will be reduced by 1. V. Now with respect to x I am differentiating, so dv dx is coming as differential pattern. So 2v dv dx is equal to, here is coming 2a and differentiation of x is 1, differentiation of only b, that is only constant 0. So it is coming 2 to cancel both from both sides, and it is coming v dv dx is equal to a. So v dv dx is acceleration, so acceleration is a. Now I have asked to do show that acceleration is constant. So acceleration is constant. So if you know the process, it is very simple, but you have to remember. Otherwise, if you differentiate both the sides, it will be a very cumbersome, a complicated one. So again and again I will come, especially in this section, application of calculus in physics. That is very important, because I told that the students don't know the calculus initially and they are in dilemma. When we have to do the differentiation, when we have to do the integration, and they fall in trouble and they ask the calculus question to the physics teachers. That is quite embarrassing, because physics teachers are busy with busy in teaching physics. They cannot go in very detail to the mathematical parts. And remember, all physics teachers are very good in maths, because physics is a subject of matter and energy, but all physics teachers are very good in maths, because physics is a subject based on mathematics. So your teacher will be able to answer your question, but she cannot allot long time for mathematics. So I have taken this project, that some videos already, this is the third video. I'll try to upload say around 10 videos, so that your problem is over. Thank you students, and try to subscribe my channel and give like wherever is possible. Thank you.